here's my grape salsa. It's pretty juicy because the grapes, of course, are very juicy. If they were bigger grapes, I would have cut them in half, but they were so tiny that would have been impossible. But it looks really good. It smells really good. I have some almond flour crackers, and I'm gonna give it a taste test. Might try to see if the kids want to do a taste test, but this is not the kind of thing that they love, so you probably wouldn't get infinity thumbs up, so I don't know if it would be worth it. All right, here we go. That is really good. The grapes they're sweet, but they're also tart. But I mean, they're not too tart, but they do have that tartness to them. And so it's not overpoweringly sweet. And with the savory and with the salt, it's really good. So if you like mango salsa or pineapple salsa, sweet salsas like that, this is excellent. All right, Charity and Talia said they'd be brave enough to taste it.
It's okay.
It's okay. Well, that's good.
I don't really hate it, but I don't really like it either.
Well, that's fine. At least you tried it. Are you gonna try it?
I don't know.
Charity lost her nerve. She didn't even want to taste it. So sad. So delicious. I want to just keep eating it. It's so good. Here are all of my cooked potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and get them done and taken care of. The little ones I'm slicing in half for roasted potatoes, and then I'm going to chop up the rest and divide them between the hash brown potatoes and then the soup potatoes. And we'll see. It shouldn't take too long because they're already cooked, so they're really easy to cut. Here are all of my little potatoes. I'm going to get them all seasoned up with some salt, some chili powder, and some black pepper, and I'm gonna coat them with, woo, don't want to spill that, avocado oil, and then get them onto a baking sheet to freeze individually before I package them up into freezer Ziploc bags. There's the chili powder. Everybody loves chili powder on roasted potatoes around here. Lots of salt. And some pepper. All right, they all fit on one pan, so out into the freezer we go. It's been so nice having this new giant freezer because I have so much room for stuff like this. It is full of cold stuff, you're right.
How is freezers only cold?
That's how they're built. They put out cold air so it freezes everything. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Whoever thought of how to make a freezer? They must be genius. These are all ready to go in the freezer for soups, and these containers are a nice size because I can just pop out the frozen potatoes and they fit right in my Instant Pot still, so that makes it really easy. So 3 soups worth of potatoes there, and then here are they're gonna be like home fries, probably like a breakfast potato. I'm just gonna do salt, pepper, and oil on these and get those in the freezer as well. And then I had 3 giant potatoes left, and I'm just gonna keep those in the fridge for now and use them as needed in the next few days. I did want to mention that I somewhat overcooked these potatoes for freezing. Typically I try to just kind of par bake them so they're a little bit crunchy still, but I just was busy and left them on the keep warm mode in the Instant Pot for longer than I should have. But we're just going to roll with it because we're not going to use up these potatoes in the next week, so I'm not going to try to store them in the fridge and use them up. And if they turn out to be overcooked when I roast them or use them for hash browns, I'll just save them and use them for soups, because usually you can't mess up potatoes going into soup. All right, that's about as much of a single layer as I'm gonna get. We'll get these thrown in the freezer and we'll be all set. There we go. I just heard Levi in the bedroom, so he's going to be up in just a second. But the last thing on my list is the chicken bone broth, so I'm going to get that started real fast before I have to go get the baby. I had a couple of bags of frozen bones down in the freezer, and so I'm going to throw those in there, however many will fit. All my spices, some rosemary, thyme, salt, pepper, got some apple cider vinegar, and then I had a few veggie scraps that needed to be used up. onions and these shredded carrots that have just been in the fridge for a little while. So I'm just going to throw all that in and get this going. Everything fit. I'm going to set this to cook for probably 3 hours. That should be fine. All right, got all that done, and just in time for the baby to get up. Sometimes they just are intent on making each other miserable and torturing each other, and then sometimes they can just be adorable. Sharing a chair. All right, Levi man. Did you have a very good snooze? You gonna say bye? Where's your head? There it is. You found it. I was worried you lost it, but it's still there. We're hanging out outside a little bit this evening. It's about 5 o'clock. I got my bone broth going, so everything's on track. I feel like I've accomplished something today. That's good. That's the nice thing about lists. Levi, take that out of your mouth. Icky. Icky. Everything's checked off, and so we're just going to hang out this evening. And my husband's working late tonight. He's retiling a shower, I believe. He's a contractor and does all kinds of remodel stuff. So he is working into the evening, and he's on the other side of town. So even if he tried to come home at regular time, it would take him over an hour to get home probably. So we're not going to see him for a little bit, but we're just going to hold down the fort here and have leftovers for dinner. I told the girls today that it was leftovers day because we just have so many leftovers and they just need to get eaten. So that's what we're doing. Thanks for hanging out with us today and like working in the kitchen with me. It's always fun to have some company. Talk to you guys later.
Want another green ball? Levi, yeah, that's even great.
So are you.
Yes, I love grapes. Yummy. And look how many grapes I have on this phone.
I can't even believe it.
I
This
ate
is
a
too
few
many.
of my grapes already.
So did Levi. He wants more.